it's important to recognize when you're actually stable so that you don't keep yourself stuck in this perpetual loop of never having the money to hit your units and then you just continuously lose rounds later on.
Mm.
I think at a certain point, you kind of just have to be like, all right, I just got to stop for now, or else I'm never going to
Right.
managing those trade-offs.
How do you train yourself to recognize whether you're stable? Like, I don't know how effective the Meta TFT new portal thing that might be somewhat useful as a way to practice it, but are you watching streams and pausing and trying to predict who's going to win, or just really paying attention in your own games? Like, how do you go about trying to predict board strength and who's going to win a fight?
One is like relative to whoever's in your rotation, really. So the first thing is like checking your rotation and seeing how much gold they've spent, because they could be lagging behind you. If I'm losing the entire game, 40 health, and then I all in on 4-1, the rest of the lobby might not be all inning at the same time, right?
Mm.
So let's say, for example, I'm playing like the Faded Dryad board, and I hit like no Syndras, but I have like 2-star Kindred, and I have essentially like if I have the 4 Dryad plus 5 Faded, with maybe some of the high cost units, and the rest of my rotation hasn't all in yet, that's probably a good indicator that you don't keep on going, right?
Mhm.
Because you can probably still win as long as you have some key upgrades and some key traits in with like proper itemization. Um, it's very context dependent. If you see somebody in your rotation, they already have a 2-star 4 cost, right? Then that's going to be very different from if you see somebody in your rotation that all three of the people in your rotation are still carrying like unupgraded unit. They don't have their front line yet, and they're still sitting on 50 gold, right? Um, I'd say that like there's that, and what it really comes down to is really, I think the first thing to look at, and I think we talked about this last time too, is like frontline upgrades, right? And uh, those are pretty much like the key pieces. Either, right, whatever is holding your tank item needs to be upgraded, or your backliner needs to be upgraded, right? It's really about how you're enabling your unit. A lot of the times it comes down to if your items are all on this one particular unit, but it's not upgraded, then you can just imagine, right? If the fight plays out and that thing dies immediately, that's pretty much the whole fight gone, right?
Mhm.
So it's really just, I think, figuring out what your key upgrades are that you need, and then thinking about what you really need in order to beat the people in your rotation. Whether you think that, okay, not getting this 4 cost upgraded is fine because the people that I'm fighting, their boards aren't strong enough to deal with my current board. Things like that, I think it really important. And the problem with that is like that it means that there's no given spot that you need to stop, right? You always have to be paying attention to how your board is relative to the other person's board.
Mhm.
All three of the people in your rotation, how strong are you compared to them? And also, I think partially considering what you need to do if you're being competitive, right? So like, do you need to roll deep before the other people start rolling, or do you think you're stable on whatever front line you have, so that you can hopefully stabilize without the contested unit so that you can push level.
Yeah, one that reminds me of, I'm like trying to pay more attention to the tempo of the lobby. So, for example, I played a game yesterday. It was the Lilia encounter where all the augments were moved. And I think the first augment appeared late stage 3. And then there were no, there was the second augment wasn't even going to appear in stage 4. And I was playing Sniper Warden and I was like streaking most of early stage 2 and 3. And there was one other guy contesting me for Ash, and he was lower health. And he went like all in on 4-1, hit one
Mhm.
Ash. I think everyone was just low on gold too, because you just
Mhm.
don't have that many resources.
Yeah, without the
Um,
augments, your resources are quite low, right?
yeah,
And you notice that a lot in Lilia encounters that you're probably like 10 gold down by the time it comes to like 3-2 from what you normally are, right? And that kind of
yeah.
just balance.
And so I was like, okay, on 4-2, I could go 8 and roll, but like I was scouting my rotation, and it seemed like even if I lost, I was not going to lose by that much because most people didn't have upgrades. They weren't,
Mhm.
even if they were level 8, like there weren't enough items on their carries or tanks. And because there's only one augment, there's not much combat power. So I just like greeted for 4-5, and then I like hit on my roll
Yeah.
down on 4-5. Whereas the guy that was contesting me went all in on 4-1, hit one ash, was at 0 gold. And so you can